If you work 40, 50, or even 60 hours a week, you do not need to live in the gym to build and gain muscle. And honestly, one of the biggest mistakes busy people make when trying to build muscle is assuming that they need 6 days in the gym of a bodybuilding split to actually see growth. You don't need more time. What you need is to make the time you already have more effective. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I would structure your training, your nutrition, your recovery, and your schedule if you work a full-time job and want to build as much muscle as possible. Before we get into the video, guys, if you are someone who is really busy working and you're struggling to have a consistent routine or know exactly what you should be doing in the gym and out of the gym to make progress, to see change, and to see results, go ahead and look at my website, zachluchh.com, where you can fill out a free consultation form and a call with me to see how I can best help you reach your goals for one-on-one personalized coaching. I also do have workout programs on my website as well. They're all on sale right now, very affordable. So if you're interested in a simple one-time payment for 8, 10, or 12-week program based on your needs and your goals, also go ahead and check those out, zachluchh.com. Now let's go ahead and jump right into the video. First thing we're going to go over, guys, is you need to stop picking a workout split that these famous bodybuilders or famous influencers do. These people dedicate their entire job, their entire lifestyle to working out and being in the gym. So of course they're going to have time to go 6 days a week. That's what they get paid for. But your program needs to fit your life. If you're working a full-time job, I think a split of 3 to 4 days is going to be perfect for you. That's going to be the sweet spot for majority of people. If we were talking about a 3-day split, it could look something like this, where you're training full body 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. Of course, those days can differ based on your schedule, but a 3-day split would look something like this, where you're just doing full body every single workout. Now, if you want to do more of a 4-day split, it could look something like Mondays, upper day, Tuesdays, lower day, Thursdays, upper day, and Fridays, lower day. And like I just mentioned, it doesn't matter what specific day you're training on. Your body doesn't know if you're training on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday. All that matters is that your body responds to stimulus, recovery, and progression. Now, the next thing is, guys, you don't need to work out for 2 hours every single training session. If you're busy, get your workout in, train hard, and get out. Most of your workouts can be only 60 to 75 minutes if they are programmed correctly. And that's where I see another huge mistake. Oftentimes people assume that more volume is going to equal more muscle, but it doesn't, guys. And I would much rather see you guys train 10 sets all the way till failure with high intensity training with intent than doing 25 sets for 2 to 3 hours in the gym and not really pushing yourself. Remember, guys, your workouts should be difficult. You don't just want to go through the motions. You really want to execute and train hard, because that is what's going to create stimulus and adaptation for strength and size. Pick movements that you can progressively overload, that you can train hard with, and that you can actually track. And just like what we just talked about, guys, progressive overload, building muscle requires progression. Do not go to the gym every single week doing random workouts, random exercises without any real progression and expect your body to grow. You need to log your workouts. The program calls for 8 to 10 reps, right? Week 1, you do 8 reps. Week 2, you bump it up to 9 reps. Week 3, you get that 10 rep threshold that you needed to achieve. And then week 4, you go up in weight. This is what progressive overload looks like, or one of the main forms of progressive overload, where we can change either how many reps we're doing or that our weight increases. This makes sure that our body can create strength and muscle adaptation so you can reach your dream physique. Formulating your programs like this gives your body a reason to adapt. Remember, guys, your body has no reason to add muscle or to put on muscle if you don't give it a reason to. And I'm sure you guys already know that you need to train hard, but a lot of people overlook this and assume that they're training hard when they really aren't. But your progression doesn't mean much if your sets aren't changing. If you finish a set of 10 reps and probably could have done 8 more, that's probably not a really productive, hardworking set. For most hypertrophy work, I want you to train very close or to failure. So think roughly 1 to 3 reps in reserve for each working set. You don't need to take every single set to absolute failure, but your reps need to be challenging enough to create stimulus. Now, here's when a full-time job really screws people up, and it's about their diet, right? It's all about your nutrition, guys. You skip breakfast because you're running late. Someone brings food into work. You forget your lunch. You get home exhausted. Then you don't have any time to eat or meal prep, so then you order DoorDash from some fast food chain. The solution isn't more willpower, guys. It's making your diet easy to follow. What you guys need to focus on is eating enough protein. So whatever your body weight is, try to get that amount in grams per day. If you're slightly under, that's perfectly fine, but just being more conscious about how much protein you're eating is going to be critical. Calories. If you want to put on muscle, guys, more likely than not, you're going to have to be in a caloric surplus. So eating more than your body burns, but you don't want to go overboard where your body is putting on excess body fat. And then consistency, right? Consistency is always the name of the game. You want to have a diet that's sustainable long-term, that is consistent over time. The next point we're going to go over, guys, is just meal prepping based on your schedule or around your schedule. Pick a couple protein sources, pick a couple carb sources, and have some fruits and veggies. Prep that food ahead of time. Chicken, lean beef, eggs, Greek yogurt, rice, potatoes, oats, fruits and veggies that you actually enjoy that can digest well in your body. What you guys don't need is a gourmet meal every single day or every few hours. I'd rather see you guys eat 4 consistent meals daily than creating some sort of complicated 6-meal diet where you're falling off after 4 days. An easy thing you guys can do is just meal prepping twice a week. That way you have a few meals to last you 2 to 3 days. Or batch cooking where you make large portions of food at once. So a bunch of rice at once, a bunch of potatoes at once, a bunch of meat like ground beef or chicken at once. And then that way all you have to do is just put it into individual containers to take to lunch or to eat for breakfast or dinner. And it makes eating clean and healthy that much easier and that much more simple to stick to when you already are cooking your meals ahead of time. I know we touched briefly on it, guys, but just to clarify, protein, carbs, and calories are going to be the name of the game if you're trying to build muscle, especially when working a busy job. If muscle gain is your primary goal, make sure you're eating enough protein and calories to help you build muscle. For protein, somewhere between 0.7 and 1 gram per pound of body weight is going to be ideal. And if you're trying to build muscle, guys, you need to eat in a slight caloric surplus. So like I mentioned, eating more than your body's burning. And then carbohydrates, guys, which are your training fuel, especially if you're working long hours and you're exhausted throughout the day. Carbs is what gives your body energy, and especially before training sessions and after training sessions, you want to maximize your carbohydrate intake. Whatever works for you guys, it could be bagels, bread, rice, potatoes, oatmeal, cream of rice, fruits, vegetables. You don't need some magical meal timing protocol. Just don't go into every single workout after working an 8 to 12-hour shift and wondering why you're not progressing in the gym and why you feel weak if you're not giving your body the adequate nutrients and energy it needs. You don't need a dirty bulk, guys, and increase your calories so much, but if you are eating in maintenance for 6 months and you're wondering why you're not growing, that is probably why. And I always talk about how important sleep and recovery is, and it might be the most boring topic of this video, but it might be the most important if you're trying to build muscle while living a busy life. You don't actually build muscle when you are training and working out. Training provides the stimulus, guys, but then you need to actually recover from it to see muscle gain. If you're working full-time, training hard, and sleeping 5 hours, and doing that repeatedly over time, week to week, eventually something is going to suffer. Try to consistently get somewhere between 7 and 9 hours of sleep every single night. And I know, guys, you cannot perfectly control how much sleep you're getting every single night, especially living a busy lifestyle and working a full-time job. But treat sleep like a priority instead of treating it like just leftover time. This is probably the biggest takeaway from the entire video. If you are busy working a full-time job, guys, you need to build a routine that you can repeat. The theoretically perfect program isn't going to be the best program, guys, if you cannot sustain it and repeat it over time. So let's say someone has the most perfect optimal 6-day routine, but he's also missing a workout every single week. But another guy is training 3 to 4 days a week and training that split for 2 years. Who do you think is going to make the most progress? It's probably going to be the second guy. Fitness needs to fit around your life, guys, and your lifestyle, not destroy it. So if you're working a full-time job, that is your formula. You don't need to become a fitness influencer. You don't need to train twice a day, and you don't need your entire life to revolve around bodybuilding and the gym. You need to train 3 to 4 days a week. You need to have 60 to 75-minute workouts. You need to train hard. You need to progressively overload. You need to keep your protein high. You need to eat enough calories, guys, to grow, to see muscle and strength adaptation. You need a meal prep or batch cook. That way you're consistently sticking to your meal plan, and it has to be easy and sustainable. You need to sleep 7 to 9 hours every single night to make sure your body can recover for the next training session and to also recover to build that muscle. And you need to repeat that, guys, for years and years and years. right? You're not going to get your dream physique or build that muscle you want to in 1 month, in 2 months, in 3 months. You should see progress if you are sticking to this formula, but it's going to take years. And coming from someone who has been training for almost 8 years consistently, I can tell you it does take a while. Building muscle is not about who can have the most hardcore routine that only lasts for 3 weeks. It's about who can keep progressing for the longest. If you're busy with work and you're still struggling on how to program and structure your training and nutrition around your actual schedule, exactly what I help people with every single day through my one-on-one personalized coaching. I build your custom training programs and nutrition programs built around your lifestyle, your job, your schedule, your equipment, and your goals. If you're interested, go ahead and check the description down below and click on my website to see how I can best help you reach your goals, especially if you are busy like this. Thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube whiteboard video. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and always comment anything about this video or future videos you want done. Like always too, please subscribe if you haven't. We are trying to get to 15,000 subscribers. So if this video helped you in any way, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Not much else to say except God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next video.